just got one more thing to say. How about them Cowboys?
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan here on YouTube, the place where y'all can find my raw and uncut emotions all the time, every time, 24/7, 365. And as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm DC for life. What's going on with everybody? How's everybody doing? What is going on? Man, if this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome, and I hope that you consider subscribing to the channel. If you're a regular to the channel and a part of the ACF family, welcome back. But I do need everybody to smash that like button real quick. Smash that like button. Let's get this going on real quick. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I ask you right now, hit that subscribe button, because currently the Angry Cowboys fan is on 6,669 subscribers. I got to get off that 666, y'all. So I need your help in doing it. So if you're not subscribed to the Angry Cowboys YouTube channel, Angry Cowboys fan, please hit that subscribe button and we can get it going, and you can definitely help. Shoot, I swear. But even though I can't see y'all, it's definitely good to see y'all. You know, before we get down to business, because I got a little bit of things I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all know how I start out my lives. I got to go up to the chat and see how everybody doing. I got to see who rocking with your boy. Right now, we got 15 people up in here. Hey, that's a good number. So, got to see who we rocking with. Boom, let's go ahead and put the overlay up. Oh, and the overlay comes right in the chat. Oh, man, my thing kind of messes it up, though. Y'all can't see it. What's going on? Carlito in the building. John in the building. DC for life. Texas is in the building. Craig is in the building. What's going on, y'all, man? I hope that your Saturday is going really well and that you're enjoying your afternoon. Right now it's 8:18 where I'm at. Don't know what time it is where you are, but everybody knows that it's time to talk Dallas Cowboys. And you know, Carlito, I'm going to do that thing. I am going to talk that Cowboys talk. Yes, sir. DC for life all the way. What's good with you? DC for life, Texas. How you doing, fam? How you doing? It's good to see everybody up in here. You got a nice little decent size. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my spiel. And, you know, I always come back to the chat and see what y'all got to say. Y'all know how I do. Got some topics for the ACF family, but I also want to hear from y'all, like I said, because this channel is nothing without y'all. And I thank you for that. Y'all know that I got the link right up there. If you want to come on and spit your raw and uncut, by all means, do so. Hit that link. Make sure that your YouTube is muted and that I'm not, because if it's not muted, then we have some reverb. Y'all know how it goes. But as y'all can see, I got a new look for the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast. I haven't made an episode for the Angry Cowboys Podcast since the Green Bay Packers kicked our butt in the playoffs. I wanted to continue with the content from the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel, and I wanted to spend some time in retooling the podcast, you know, kind of revamping, rebooting the podcast. And as you guys see, my little overlay, my little layout took me a whole day to make. It took me an entire day, but I damn sure wanted to come and look good and professional, because like Law Nation says, we building the plane as we flying. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody rocking with me. So if you want to hear some Dallas Cowboy talk and some NFL talk too, consider subscribing to the channel, and listening to the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast. If you're subbed up to the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel, you'll get the notifications whenever I drop a podcast episode. But anyway, Cowboys Nation, y'all know this offseason has been a mess. Cowboys Nation been put through the ringer when it comes to the Jones family. It all started when Jerry Jones said that he was going all in. That's when it started. He was going all in for the upcoming season. Cowboys Nation, naturally, we thought that he meant that he was going to be going all in when it came to spending and free agency. Yeah, he was going to go all in to get the pieces that we need, that the team needs in order to succeed. Whew. Boy, was we wrong. We was truly wrong. And after we found out that we were wrong, we wanted Jerry Jones' head on a platter. Like, where he at? We were searching him out. Then we see those 1-year deals as well as free agents walking out the door to other teams. It's gotten some Cowboys fans fuming. I mean, I know it got me fuming. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of coming down with the sniffles, but I will admit, it had me going crazy. It had me refreshing. I was on the free agency website, just refreshing, trying to see what player was going to leave the Dallas Cowboys next. And questioning if the Cowboys front office was going to blow the team up and not understanding why they would want to do such a thing. I just don't get it. Like, I was explaining it to my brother, and I want to tell you, my brother says thank you for the prayers, the continued prayers for him. He is doing well right now. But I was talking to my brothers. I was like, look at it like a scale. On one side, you got, we're so whack, we suck so much that we're going to blow it up. And the other side is, Super Bowl. I believe the scales are tipping to that Super Bowl side too much to blow it all up. You know what I'm saying? I think that if we just add the pieces that we need, we can go far in the playoffs. We can make a playoff run. You know what I'm saying? So I was just feeling some type of way about it. There was a couple comments on the videos, and I got to give a huge shout out to Mr. Cowboy Carter 22, and I'm going to pause ahead of time, but Joey Dildo 4285 and the Dak Attack for telling me and Cowboys Nation to pump the brakes and look at the Dallas Cowboy history. They never make moves during free agency. Then I realized, I went against my number one rule. Y'all know what my number one rule is? Let them show you before they tell you. I fell for that all-in crap from Jerry Jones, and I was angry when they didn't do what I expected. Keyword, expected. But Dak Attack was right, though. A part of me wants that fairy tale ending for some of these players. Let's take Tyron Smith, for instance. I wanted him to remain a Dallas Cowboy until he retired. I never would have thought that I would see him sporting another team's jersey. This coming season, he's going to be in green and white. He's going to be protecting Aaron Rodgers' blind side playing for the Jets. So I ask you this, Angry Cowboys fans. How do y'all feel when it comes to Tyron Smith? Are you happy, or are you sad that he's gone, or do you think it was long overdue? Y'all let me know in the chat. But people say that the best ability a player can have is availability. This past season, he did well, but there was other seasons where he was out a lot due to injury. I just don't know how the Jets are going to allow him not to practice when he has to learn the entire offensive playbook. Well, only time will tell, y'all. I do want to wish him the best of luck. I want to wish him the best of luck and success with his new team. I hope that he can do good, and maybe this is one of those years where I'm just going to get all the money that I can before I retire. But I do hope that he does well, But that brings me to my next topic. The players the Dallas Cowboys have lost so far during free agency. Y'all let me know in the chat which loss you feel hurt the team the worst. I want to see what y'all got to say about that. I want to see what y'all got to say. We got 31 people in here rocking. I just went back to the chat to see what's happening, to see what's going on. Let me go ahead and scroll back up and, say what's up to people. What's going on, Patrick Ford in the building? Yeah. Buddha, what's happening? I need some of that Buddha right now. Hey, Johnny Dildo is in the house. Yo, I hope you was here because I gave you a little shout out because it's like I got to pump the brakes. Being a Dallas Cowboy content creator, pump the brakes. We know what the deal is when it comes to the Joneses. We know that they don't do any free agency moves, So why are we bugging out, Why are we bugging out? I had to ask myself that after reading one of your comments. So I truly appreciate you, dude. Chris Johnson in the building. What's up? What's going on with you? Tricks in the building. Craig Poirot is in the building. All right. Carlito Cash says, and it's hot in the mug in this room, boy. It is hot. When I got all these lights and everything so I can activate the green screen, it's hotter than a mug in here. But y'all want to see me without the green screen because my room looks like crap. Well, actually, it don't look like crap. There's just a lot of pictures of me and my brother and my other brother from another mother with different celebrities going to these cons and everything. But anyway, yeah, y'all like it. I gotta represent that Leighton Van Der Esch. I gotta represent him, man. It sucks the way he had to go out, but I gotta represent him. But Carlito Cash says, I'm happy for Tyron getting the contract. He doesn't owe Dallas any discounts. That man fought back after tearing his hamstring off the bone. I wish him well. See, that's the thing too, my friend. That's the thing. That man has been a soldier for the Dallas Cowboys for years, giving the team, team friendly deals. I won't say too many discounts, but deals. And he's just been that protector for Dak Prescott. He was that protector for Tony Romo, but he deserves every penny that he can get. And if you can't get the pennies that you're looking for with the Dallas Cowboys, by all means, go somewhere else and get that money. Go somewhere else and get that money. Yo, we appreciate everything that you have done for Cowboys Nation. And yo, we got your back, homie. We got your back. Even though you're going to be sporting that green and white for the Jets, still got your back, Tyron. Go do the damn thing. You right, Carlito. You absolutely right. Yeah. Hey, Robert Benton, what's going on? And he says, maybe there's a method to the madness. And that's another thing that I had to sit back and look at. I had to sit back and think like, well, maybe I'm losing the faith in the process. You remember when Brandon Cook said that last year, is that they didn't call my number, but what I did is I had faith in the process. I had faith in the coaches that they would call my number. And when they called my number, I would answer the call. So, yeah, you're absolutely right, Robert. You're absolutely right. There may be a method to the madness. And the thing is, we have seen the method for years, and when we're like, oh, they didn't get Derrick Henry, they didn't get Saquon Barkley, history shows us they weren't gonna get those players. They wasn't gonna break the bank for a Saquon or a Derrick Henry. But the thing is, and I'm gonna get to this later on in my spiel, but thing is, they didn't even call. They didn't even reach out to Derrick Henry. And that's the thing that I'm talking about. That's the thing that gets me aggravated with the front office. It's like you didn't even try. Derrick Henry sitting by the phone just waiting for it to ring. Y'all expected him to call you? Come on now. I bet y'all ain't get any dates of high school because y'all was waiting on the date to call y'all. And they didn't do it. Oh, man. Booty, you absolutely right. We need a vet running back, and I'm glad we got the middle linebacker, the vet Eric Kendricks. I'm glad we got him because that's a vet presence right in the middle of the field. That's a vet presence at the quarterback position of the defense. You know what I'm saying? So let's get him out there. But also, We need a vet running back but we also need to draft a running back. That's what I feel. Y'all might feel something different, and best believe if you feel something different, if you do not agree with what I say, by all means, let me know and we can have a conversation. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to think like just because you on the Angry Cowboys fan YouTube or podcast that y'all can't have no opinion. This is what this is here for. Oh, oh, I'm over here bugging out. All right. This is what I'm here for. It's for y'all to have an opinion and to be able to voice your opinion. If you don't have a platform, you can use my platform in voicing your pleasure or disdain for the Dallas Cowboys. We are here to listen and we are not here to judge. That's what I'm saying. Oh man, I already got somebody on the line. Hey, Johnny, make sure that your YouTube is muted and we can get it going. Here we go. We're gonna bring you up, Johnny. What's going on, Johnny? How you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh man, this is it. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
Good. What you got on your mind, my friend?
Uh, the thing about you were saying about Derrick Henry. I told you, man. The point with Derrick Henry, how old he is? 30.
What is he, like 31, 32? I mean, I can fact check real quick, but keep going.
Well, at this point, he's very old for the position, man. So
Yeah,
I don't see why to pay 10, 20 million to. So why bother to even call him, man?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. If you ain't willing to spend that premium bread on Derrick Henry, who is 30, by the way, then there's no reason to call. I feel what you're saying. So, who do you think? Who do you think now that all the top free agents, the Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkleys and Derrick Henrys are gone? Who do you think the Dallas Cowboys should look at getting to be that veteran presence in the locker room as far as the running back goes?
I can hear you.
You can't hear me? Yo, Mike, check. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Y'all let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear me? Because Johnny's having an issue. Y'all let me know in the chat real quick if y'all can hear me. Y'all let me know real quick. Hold on, Johnny. Hold on real quick. It's hot in the mood in here, y'all. Yeah, that's exactly the point. All right. Carlito says he can hear me. You still can't hear me?
I hear you.
All right.
I can.
I'm gonna take you off and then bring you back on. Can you hear me now? You can't. You still can't hear me now? I don't know. I don't know if it's on my. I don't know if it's on my end, but everybody in the chat saying that they can hear me. Um. So yeah. Yo. Mic check. So
Nope.
I don't know, friend. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the chat and to the spiel. Hopefully we can get that technical difficulty worked out so that Johnny and I can have a little conversation. Let me bring him up real quick, see if it's working. Yo, we good now?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. I was just asking you, I'm like, if you feel that, it was pretty much wasted money on Derrick Henry because of his age and everything. Who do you feel now that all of the flagship running backs are gone? The Saquons and Jacobs, they're gone. Who do you think that the Cowboys should get in free agency to be that veteran presence in the locker room as far as the running backs go?
Honestly, this is more. You gotta get. I told you, man. This. You gotta go for a running back on the draft.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I I, I, uh, I know what you mean, but sadly, there is no bet, man, for the Cowboys, man, in that position, man. I would bring the sick man, but I don't know if he's willing to take a.
See, I think Zeke will be willing to come back to Dallas because they weren't paying him too much in New England. The only
Yeah,
reason why Zeke left is because we didn't even give him an offer. So
yep.
I believe if we get him on the phone, like, hey, Zeke, you want to come back for the vet minimum? It's going to be another tandem, another 1-2 punch with you and somebody else in the backfield. You willing to do that? I'm pretty sure that he'd be willing to come back because, the free agent market was not kind to Zeke.
Nope, not at all, man. And he knows the culture. He knows Dak. He knows pretty much all the guys.
Yeah.
So
See,
if it, that's the kind of bet you want or we need actually.
right, right. I think his veteran presence in the locker room would definitely pep up some of the people. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people on the Cowboys, and there's a few people in the chat that say Zeke as well. Shoot, okay,
Yeah, it was. I mean, for that kind of reason, yeah. And we know he can play. He can block. He can do all the right things, man.
word.
But we still need to draft.
Yeah, I believe we still need to draft. Even though if you get a veteran, I honestly don't care if it's a veteran at the linebacker spot like we got in Hendricks. We still need to draft somebody at that linebacker position, as well
Two.
as
We need two.
yeah, and we need to draft a running back, even though we get a veteran running back, in free agency. Then let's get another one because ain't no telling what's gonna happen during the season.
Well, this is what's gonna happen for this season. They're gonna bring guys 1 year deals just to make enough to get to the playoffs and
Mhm.
start to rebuild. The re the real rebuild is gonna be in 2025.
Now, I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm gonna ask the chat this. I know when you rebuild, you gotta have staples that you keep. You gotta have those pillars that you keep.
Yes.
If you have, I'll give you, I'll give you 4 people on offense and 4 people on defense. Who would you keep?
Dak, Dak, CD, Jake Ferguson,
Ooh, good choice.
mm,
Jack, CDJ.
Brand, Brand, Brandon Cooks. I like it. I like him.
You keep Brandon Cooks. So you wouldn't keep
Yep.
anybody from the line like Tyler Smith or Zach
Yeah.
Martin?
Of course, man.
Of course.
Of course, man. Zach Martin is the best right guard, man. Uh, and Tyler Smith is a great left guard, man.
Yeah.
And for the defense, man, as for defense, Trevon Diggs, man, Micah Parsons, of course, man. Micah Parsons, Darren Bland,
Mhm.
and that's pretty much.
I,
Maybe
I'm,
Donovan Wilson, man.
I might have to give that 4th spot to Osa Odighizuwa
Yeah,
because he's been a dog too. He's been a dog.
yeah, he's a dog, man. Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty good. But you got anything else real quick? Because I got a line of people that I got to get to. That's calling in right now. So anything else on your
No,
mind?
no, not for the moment.
All right, Johnny, man. Yo, I truly appreciate you rocking with me, man. I truly appreciate you. And whenever you can, make sure you give me that raw and uncut. All right. All right, man.
All
I
right, man.
appreciate you. Thank you for calling in, bro.
All right.
Yeah, that was the man, Johnny, man. I like talking to him, man. He has good football knowledge and he used to play too. Love it. All right, we're gonna bring Sam on. Sam, you ready? Ready. Here we go. What's going on, Sam? How you living, man? Can you hear
All
me?
right, we're gonna bring Sam on. Sam, you ready? Here we go.
Oh no, there's a.
What's going on?
Sam? How you living, man?
I'm living all right, man. I wonder if you can. I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Hold on,
you
let me
now,
just
but
get you off.
there's a huge delay in in my talking and your responding. So we'll try and work with it. We'll try and work with it. What's up with you? What you got on your mind?
There's a huge delay in in my talking and your responding. So we'll try and work with it. We'll try and work with it. What's up with you? What you got on your mind? There's a huge delay.
I'm just trying to hear what's going on with you, but I'll be quick. You know what I'm saying? I just want to thank you, bro. You do an excellent job. I've been following you for about almost a year now, if I'm not mistaken. Um, as you see, man, I have my own YouTube channel as well, but I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, and I just appreciate the work that you do, brother. You, Dak Attack, of course, my brother Law, and all the other fellas. Me and Jay Tuck talk all the time, so I really do appreciate you guys, man. You guys are putting in that work. I'm gonna be following y'all from this day forward to whenever we rolling together, man. Just want the team to put somebody respectable on the field. That's all. Just put a respectable team on the field, so we could be at least proud of them, man. And don't go down, with the ship and just deal with the nonsense that's going on with the front office, man. Put some respectable players on the field, man, and then, let's see what happens. That's all, man. But I do want to thank you, brother. I watch every chance I get when you put a video out. I'm watching. And I will be back on live. I don't know why we got this delay, because I have my own setup here as well. Because again, I have 2 YouTube channels. So, but again, much blessings to you, brother.
Yo, I truly appreciate you, fam. I truly appreciate you rocking with the channel. Hey, yo, man, give me your channel information so I can come check you out and see what's going on your channel, so I can go over there and support you like you support the Angry Cowboys fan YouTube channel.
Give me your channel information so I can come check you out and see what's going on your channel, so I can go over there and support you like you support the Angry Cowboys fan YouTube channel.
Okay, so my YouTube channel for my fragrances, as you see behind me, I've been doing fragrances and YouTube videos for about 7 years now. But my YouTube page for my fragrance channel is Sam Broom Fragrances. And my other channel that I'm Sam Broom, Broome, just like you sweet. And my other channel is called Sam Broom Sports. I'll be doing that with my son pretty soon. He used to play ball at University of Cincinnati, played for Mick Cronin for a little while. So, we'll be having our sports page going on real quick, because he have a lot of insight on different sides of playing, as well as now he's coaching. So we're gonna get down though. We're definitely gonna get down.
All right? Definitely. I can't wait. And yeah,
definitely
whenever y'all
me,
get,
man. I matter of fact, I'll put it in the chat exactly what it is, and we'll go from there. And me and you a convo behind the scenes.
yes, definitely. Now, if you follow the Angry Cowboys fan on any social media platforms, I'm at the other side of the DM. So if you send me, a message in the DMs, it's me responding, me and you conversing back and forth. So let's do that so we can get together and make some good, classy Cowboys content.
It's me responding, me and you conversing back and forth. So let's do that so we can get together and make some good, classy Cowboys content. It's me responding.
I'm with that. I'm definitely with that. We will chat real soon.
Yes. All right, my friend. I got to get to these other people, but I appreciate you. Thank you. Right, man. I love it, y'all. And I love talking to y'all. I love talking, conversing, and I love collaborating too. In my former life, I used to do hip hop music, and I loved to collaborate. I loved to put other people on. And I always said, when I'm on, you're on. And that's my take on it. If I got a platform and you trying to establish your platform, I'll help as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? And just so we can get more classy Cowboys content out to the masses. But we're going to go ahead and bring on my man, B Bird. B Bird in the house. What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I got one major question that's been going through my mind. Um, why did it take a failed physical for the Cowboys to move on from LVE? I want to get your opinion.
You know, I honestly think that it took a failed physical just so that the Cowboys could have a good conscience and show Leighton Vander Esch, hey, we tried. We did all we could do, bro. It's you, it's not us. You know. And I honestly feel that with a neck injury, that's too sensitive to be playing football with. You
Well,
know.
it's especially linebacker position, and this is his second neck injury. And the thing I'm concerned about is I asked that question like, why did it take that? Because it should not have. They should have been moving on from him. They had to get a doctor to say that basically this guy can't play anymore. When they're acting like he was Lambert or one of these great linebackers. He's not been a good linebacker since his first year here,
Right.
and his injuries. So we've been bringing him back. So if a guy can't play, right? That's like if Gallup, somebody they took their time to let him go and tried to trade him. And to me, it seems like Dallas says, man, if we can get this guy back at the right price, we'll no, at some point in time, the guy isn't good. Like that's no
Hmm.
different than if they sign me at a veteran minimum. I can't play. So it doesn't matter what you get me at, I can't play. And LVE, hey, he was part of Arizona running all over us, and some other things. And I feel like sometimes, man, like when they get their guys, they stick to their guys at a fault. And so,
Yeah.
and it just I think it's to the detriment of our team. Like they want to make they almost try to influence the decision on if a guy made it or not. Like that's why they give some of the guys second contracts to try to say, yeah, he's good. Look, we gave him a second contract. That's the earmark of a good decision, because I still think that they're trying to prove themselves in the league. And LVE, him just, having to have a physical for him to leave when his play dictated that he should not be here anymore. And it's been dictating that for the last couple of years.
Yeah, man. You absolutely right. B Bird, you ain't got no channel?
No, I'm real busy at work, man. Me and my son's a diehard. We're talking about doing something, so that may come soon. But yeah, it's just like I've been real busy at work, man, and I definitely have a passion for doing it. I just hadn't been able to do it yet. But my other thing too, man, was Tyron Smith. I just don't understand when this guy's had he's second team All Pro. You really let a second team All Pro guy go after the guy's giving you a 10-year contract that was definitely beneficial to the Cowboys. Then he played basically pay as you play deal last year. So
Yeah.
then he comes in and asks, for what a second team All Pro left tackle would get. And the Cowboys kind of looked at him like, whatever, we're not paying you. And I don't know if they just got used to getting good discounts on him and they just can't pay regular price anymore. But to me, when you're a team that's on the precipice of winning or going to the NFC Championship game as they were, and what you really need to do is show up your interior run defense and get a running game, I think putting more holes on your offensive line is not the way to go. Um, I just think that they're going into. I think they act like they've peaked with this team. This team has some glaring holes that you could have went in free agency and tried to fill. I like the linebacker, but we really need run stoppers in the middle. We need another linebacker. I don't want to go to the draft, man. With a whole bunch of needs, because to me, the draft is for team building for the future. But when you're 12-5 and you won your division, you should be trying to make the next step. And that's getting proven players that have done it in this league, not people that you say, well, I think he can, or he'll take a couple of 3 years. Because those things
Right.
don't fall right with what the plan is. The plan is to try to go to the Super Bowl next year, not in 2025, 2026, 2027. We don't have time to be worried about that, because when you worry about that, you got other guys' deals that come up and all this. This thing is always revolving. You get what I'm saying? It's always revolving. People are going to come up and this, that, and other. Every year is its own thing. And you don't have
Right.
time to just be throwing it down the drain, I think.
For sure. Right. And Jerry Jones should feel that way. Like he definitely. Oh, I'm over here bugging out. Okay, there we go. Jerry Jones should definitely feel that way just for the simple fact, like he doesn't have much time. I mean, we don't know how long we all gonna be here, but Jerry, his mortal clock is ticking. So you would figure that he would want to, I mean, go all in, but in a sense of actually going out in free agency and getting dogs at the position, at the flagship positions that we need. Like middle linebacker should have been I mean, I'm not saying that, Kendricks isn't a dog, but it should have been a dog that we got from free agency in that middle linebacker position. Like you said, we shouldn't have let Tyron Smith go. No way in hell we should have let him go.
And people think that, like, okay, we'll just move Tyler out there. So are you going to get second team All Pro play from Tyler at left tackle, or are you going to get good play? And then who's going to take the left guard position? Are you going to get All Pro out of that position? And what I'm trying to say is, when you have some givens and some knowns, you got to go with those. And then you say, okay, you know what I'm saying? We know this. Let's get Tyron back, because now we're good there. Now we don't have to reach in a draft, because if you get a first round draft pick, he's not going to play on the level that Tyron did last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is not going to happen. Now, he may get there in year 3, but now the 2024 year is gone. And that's why,
right.
That's why, and I guess I'll ask you this question here. Like, I don't get with Dak Prescott, I don't get what their apprehension is. Again, this is a second team All Pro, second and MVP quarterback. Just with those credentials alone, you got to re-sign this guy. And if you're haggling over, I mean, like, okay, so say the Cowboys are offering him $54 million and Dak wants $58 million a year. We're talking $4 million. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to really, but what I'm trying to say is, I don't get it. Like, why y'all, I always go back to Justin Herbert. I never even heard they were negotiating that his contract was even up, and they gave him a $250 million contract in silence. Dak has had to fight for every contract he's had. It's only 2 franchise quarterbacks that's ever had the franchise tag put on them, and that's Dak Prescott, and I can't think his name, just went to Atlanta from Minnesota.
Kirk Cousins, yeah.
Kirk Cousins, thank you. Kirk Cousins. Those are the only 2 guys, man. We got a guy that's 30 years old, 31 years old, coming off a second place MVP, second team All Pro year. I don't understand, like, with the quarterbacks now playing into their late 30s, why are you playing around with this guy? I have some ideas in my mind, but I just want to ask you that question. Like, I don't get it. Like, this is kind of a slam dunk type thing. What do you think it is?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why they have messed around with Dak Prescott's contract so much. I don't know why they've messed around with him as a player. I believe he was franchise tagged twice.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I could see if your quarterback is stagnant. If he's staying in one place, there's no progression, then okay, maybe we start moving toward, moving on. But this man was second team All Pro. Like, with a lot of the Dak haters, I asked this, like, second team All Pro, second in MVP voting, like the most touchdowns last season. He is still on an upward trajectory in his prime. Why would you want to risk the biscuit and let him go for something that's unproven? I struggle with that too, my friend. I truly do.
You have to realize this, is that you have to realize that they've had 14 years of really luck at the quarterback position with Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. They've gotten Pro Bowl quarterback play for 14 years for a 4th round draft pick. That's all they've given up. And so to think that they would, and they got lucked into Tony Romo, he's a free agent. Dak Prescott was this kind of afterthought draft pick that emerged into what he is. The guys that they were rumored to pick, you got to go look at those guys and say that, man, I don't know why the Cowboys think that they can just go get another Dak Prescott. That just doesn't happen. We could look at a lot of other teams out there that's been in quarterback purgatory for years. Look at the Washington Commanders. When's the last time they had quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Chicago Bears. Could I be honest with you? Chicago Bears have never had, in my lifetime, a franchise quarterback. And so you got teams that we think we're just going to go get one when we lucked into the one that we have now. I think what you do when you have a Dak is you provide, when it shows signs of, hey, this guy here is good, we just got to put things around him. Again, I tell people this all the time. Mahomes is a better quarterback than Dak. Mahomes' defense is better than Dak, and Mahomes' running game is better than Dak also. So if he's better than Dak, why does he need more? Why does he have more than Dak, right? And so you got to look at yourself as an organization and say, okay, even when Jerry says we're going to go as far as Dak goes, that's not the case, man. You're putting everything on him, so if it falls, you could be like, you could point at Dak, and that's what the fan base does. That's the low hanging fruit.
Yes.
The reason why we lost last year, in my opinion, is this: we had one formula to win. We had to get the lead. We had to make our opponents throw the ball, which is our strength on defense. Because we could pick you off. Our secondary is great. Our linebackers are pretty much safeties. And our pass rush on our line is the biggest thing that we do. But if we don't get a lead, then now that and a team commits to running against us, we're in trouble. I won't even point to the Buffalo game nor the Green Bay game. I'll point back to the Arizona game.
Boom.
If you really look at the formula that Arizona used against us, and what that does is when they're running the ball, I've never seen a quarterback get sacked while they're running the ball. They just don't. So Michael Parsons is not Michael Parsons in that game. The thing that I thought that Dallas should have did is this offseason, for one, even in that formula we had on offense, it was still too CeeDee Lamb centric. So that means if you take CeeDee away, now our offense is going to struggle. We never really did get even handed on throwing the ball. We relied on CeeDee too much. We should have went to Cooks more, Ferg more, just to try to keep everybody off balance. But back to that, our running game suffered. We could not run the ball, nor could we stop the run. And that was our Achilles heel. Green Bay knew that coming in. Two things. That's when Jones said at the start, hey, punch these front runners in the mouth. What he mean by front runners is they love to get the lead and play from the lead. They love to get the lead. But if we get the lead, now their minds are going to go into some doubt because they only have one way to beat you. It's getting the lead. And if they don't get the lead early, now they're going to struggle. They'll struggle mentally. And that was the case. If you look at the games that we didn't get the lead early, we didn't win those games. And so it's just like, so back to what I was saying is, so this team is a sore thumb. It was run defense and run offense. And so why don't they just say, hey, man, look, let's go shore up these things. We got some things that we do good. We throw the ball well. We didn't run the ball well. We got to get a better run scheme because we got people there. We got good, let's just talk about last year's offensive line. Our offensive line last year, man, personnel-wise, was good enough to run the ball. Scheme-wise, we wasn't. Then you got to say, okay, right now we missed on Mozzie. But then you got to go get a guy to say, hey, man, we ain't got time for 3 years for Mozzie. We got to get this thing now. Bring somebody in, re-sign Hankins. Now you kind of shore that up and get some, this is going to be crazy here, get some actual linebackers.
Right.
That actually has a feel that I'm talking about angry. I'm talking about people that play linebacker since middle school. You know what I'm saying? That's all they know is see ball, go get ball. And they reacting off, you know what I'm saying? They just know where the ball is going to be. Now I think we got one. But I think if you really would have just kind of shored up those positions, man, and then made a run at it, this season told you what you needed. It was obvious. But for some reason, they don't want to commit to it. And I think they don't want to commit to Dak because I really think they've been betting against him the whole time, man. They really have. And they've been betting on him to fail. And he's been overachieving every time they do it. And now they reluctantly have to pay him. They've done that every time. They've reluctantly paid him every time. And so now they're struggling with this, but he's exceeded all expectations. Even last year, they talked about the interceptions. Nobody talk about that anymore, right? Why? Because he's single-digit interceptions. And with Dallas, people got to realize, that remember when Trevon Diggs had all those interceptions and they was talking about, look all the yards he gave up? I have not heard that stat since. Why? Because it's a Dallas Cowboy, y'all. They gotta do something. The interception was always overblown last year. If you break them down and put context onto them, you'll notice that a lot of them was blown routes and this, that, and other. But everybody talked about that. Dak actually lowered those too. So I just don't get why the Joneses are really fumbling this or even thinking about a rebuild or thinking about sabotage, because that's basically what they're doing with this offseason. I just don't get it, man. I don't know. I guess I laid all that out to see, what do you think? I think I don't know. I think they should be all in on this season. That's what I'm trying to say.
They should be all in on this season, but I think what it really boils down to is our definition and expectation of what all in means. I mean, you and I know what all in means. But when Jerry Jones said it, it was like, we're going to pay our guys, we're going to pay Micah, CD, hopefully Dak, and then try to figure it out. But all in was us getting dogs, us getting, like you said, those holes needing to be filled and filling them. I just I truly feel, and I said it at the beginning, I don't know if you were in here, it's like the scales. If you have the scale and one side is, you know, we suck, we're under 500, and the other side is Super Bowl, I believe the scale is tipping towards Super Bowl side.
Absolutely.
We have more people that could get us there as opposed to more people that's holding us back. Get rid of those guys that's holding us back and get the dogs that we need. I mean, this year we have draft capital, we got compensatory picks as well, but we don't have the right draft capital. So even though the Cowboys love to rely on the draft, love to have homegrown talent, like, it's just not that this year. We don't.
The thing is that what brings about change is urgency, right? So if you're at your job and you have not just a job, but it's a career, right? Like, you're making money and you're taking care of your household, and your household relies on your income, and your boss comes and have a one-on-one with you and say, hey man, look, like, to be honest with you, you've been slacking for a while, and we want to let you know, man, I'm gonna give you a warning that if this continues on, if you don't have a pickup in your attitude and your work ethic, then we're going to let you go. So now what ends up happening is now sense of urgency come in, and he tells you the points that you have to hit, and now you're hitting those points. Why? Because you don't want to lose your home. You don't want your kids to be out. You want to be able to feed your family. You might have them in private school. All those things is going to make you do that. But if there's no consequences to you performing badly, then you're not going to make any changes. The Cowboys, just the way they're structured, have no urgency. They have a 20-year plan, a 10-year plan that no GM should ever have. No personnel person like Stephen Jones should never have. But they operate as though they're Kansas City and they won the Super Bowl, and they're trying to maintain a team instead of trying to field the team, build up, and go to each room, the running back room, the cornerback room, the defensive line room, and see how they can enhance those rooms to make them better, and ask those tough questions and make some tough decisions. But they don't have to do that, man. I know I say this a lot, but it's just the truth. It's just no urgency there because those guys can't lose their jobs. That's what I'm trying to say, because that's the thing that gets anybody, any grown-up person that has responsibilities. When you can lose your job, that's when the urgency comes in for you to perform. They can't lose their job, so there's no urgency. That's why Stevens down there South by Southwest, when other GMs are by their phones, working the phones, trying to make their teams better. But he has the audacity, and then us as Cowboy fans look at it and be like, oh yeah, I see why he's no, that's your personnel guy. He shouldn't be there during the first week of free agency. That's just not right. Even optics don't even look right.
Right. They should be in that war room trying to get it together and trying to prepare for this coming season. Cause we got some opposition out there now that you see the moves and free agency and everything. Like when the Eagles got Saquon,
yeah,
I just shook my head.
Angry, I'm gonna say this one thing, and I'll let you go. My daughter plays softball, and one time before she on 3 balls and 2 strikes, she's like 10 years old. She left a bat on her shoulder, got called for a third strike looking. So this is the only time in her career she went on to play high school and everything. And we was in the car, and I said, we're not going to leave that bat on your shoulder. We're going to make the decision ourselves. I don't care if you strike out, but you strike out swinging. Right. And from that point on, in her mind, she said, hey, my dad ain't going to get on to me if I have 2 strikes and I swing at it. And so from that point on, that was her mindset. Well, she became in high school the best on her team at 2 strikes. because I didn't mind her striking out. I just couldn't take her not trying, allowing
Right.
other people to dictate to her what was going to go on. Because she was saying in that strikeout, like, Dad, that was a. I said, she said that wasn't a strike. That was. I said, I don't care. You left it up to a guy that's umpiring little league. If he was that good, he'd be in the major leagues. And I said, and you left it up to a pitcher. I said, you got a bat in your hand. You can go do something. What I'm trying to correlate to y'all is that I don't care if Jerry and Steven strike out with a free agent. I just want you to try. That's
Right.
all I care about, you trying. And if you tried and it doesn't work out, I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you did try. Because everything is not going to work out. My daughter didn't hit the ball every time on 2 strikes, but she tried every time on 2 strikes. And so what I'm saying is this: these guys don't even try anymore. And that's all I ask for them to do in free agency, is to try to make this team better. And they still got the bat on their shoulder. I'm going to continue listening to your show, man. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, B Bird, man. I appreciate you too. Thanks for calling in, bro. Oops. Man, why you ain't got content creation? Phew. Well, he said that it was due to his job, and I understand that and everything. Got to feed the family, but boy, you got a plethora. You got a wealth of knowledge. I love it. I love talking to you guys because you guys have so much knowledge whenever it comes to the game of football. Not even just the Dallas Cowboys, the game of football in general. And DC for life, Texas. I thought New England re-signed Zeke. I don't know. According to SpotTrack.com, Zeke Elliott is still a free agent. I've been keeping track of that. I've been refreshing the page. That thing sticks right up here. I definitely want to see whatever move that's going to happen. And on some realness, I know I was going to cover this in my spiel, but I'll ask you guys this now. Y'all see the Pittsburgh Steelers? Yeah, they got Russell Wilson. They got him, but they also got Justin Fields from Chicago. These dudes are gearing up. These teams are gearing up. And yes, the Cowboys, they don't ever move during free agency. We've known that for the past 10 years, but you got to keep up with the times. You know, you see these businesses that don't keep up with the times and they end up shutting their doors because they can't keep up with the competition. Y'all got to do something, Cowboys. Come on now. Come on now. All right. We got Sim coming on next. That what is it? The Golden Butter Sports. Golden Butter Podcast. Let's go ahead and bring him on up. What's going on with you?
What's going on, my brother?
Man, you know, ain't nothing. How you been? How you doing?
Hey, man, I definitely want to say thank you for allowing me and Mark Curious to come on your live a couple of days ago. It was quite spectacular. I enjoyed that very much. I appreciate that.
Oh, of course, of course.
Hey, man, good content. Hey, man, good content. I don't know if you got the message that I sent you to listen to, but I'll go ahead and regurgitate the talking points that the brother that just left. Well, he had some very, very good points. The problem with these good points that he made, and that everybody is, arguing back and forth on your live here, his points were so good, but Jerry and Steven are not doing anything with those good points.
Mm.
And that's the problem. They're not going to do anything. Remember when I came on your live a couple of days ago and I told you that they were not going to do anything? And that's because of Stephen Jones. He's so-called cap conscious. He does not like free agencies. He does not like free agents. He does not like free agency. He wants bargains. Now, we're talking about a money monster making machine, which is the Dallas Cowboys,
Oh yeah.
America's team. We're talking about the number one money making machine in sports. And I'm talking about all over sports. We're talking about soccer, baseball, hockey, football, basketball. Dallas is number one when it comes to making money.
Oh yeah.
So money should not be the problem, should it? But it is to them because they want to keep it all. They've done a
Right.
great job. They've done a great job in making money, and they've done a great job of keeping their money. The problem is they don't want to spend any money. They're not trying to get better for you, Cowboy fan. Let me tell you, Cowboy fans, something, because I'm a Cowboy fan myself. But one of the things we need to learn, Jerry and Stephen Jones, they don't need you. They
Mm.
don't think about you. Do you understand what I'm telling you? They don't need you anymore. All you are a side piece to them. You just a side piece. Listen, when Jerry got that stadium, which by the way is just, are we still treating that stadium like it's brand new?
Psh,
They
man, they
do.
talking about it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They don't need Cowboy fans. They don't need your little old money. They don't need you. They got other venues that come in that stadium. Because hey, I'm right here in the Dallas area.
Hmm.
So yeah, I can see it. Uh they have other venues that come through. They have the TV contracts, which is just, it is just out of the wazoo. The
Hmm.
money that the TV contracts now, it's just astronomical, man. I didn't know
Yeah.
we had that much money. But America has that kind of money when it comes to entertainment. We can generate money.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
guess what? Guess what? America's team generates America's money. And that's the problem. They have the money and they can filter that money through that stadium, through those TV contracts. And then they look at the Dallas Cowboy fans and they hear that. And trust me, uh, angry Cowboy fan, they hear you. They see you. They see all of us. They see it, but they don't really care about it. They get wind of it. But here's the thing. They don't really care about us, man. Like I said, we're a side piece. We used to be the number one girlfriend to them. Oh yeah, the Dallas Cowboy fans, they mean so much to it. And then they got their stadium, got that money, got those TV contracts. The Dallas Cowboy fans, who? What you talking about? What? Listen, sell your tickets. Somebody else is gonna come in there. They gonna
Yeah.
come in there. This is the
Yeah.
reason why they don't. This is the reason why. Listen, how did football survive COVID?
Ah, right. Right. There
How
was nobody there.
How'd they survive with empty stadiums? How'd they survive that? Man, they made that money up. They made that money up the next year when everybody was let loose and let free. Mask and all. Folks came in there because the fans will come to these games and they know it. And
Yeah.
I told us, stop drinking the silver and blue Kool-Aid and getting punched drunk to the point to where you don't think. Stop spending your money on these people, man. They don't need it. Let me tell you, Cowboy fans, something. You're gonna hear me say this a lot. Whenever I get online, every now and then I'll get on there, but you'll mainly hear Mark Curious doing it. But you'll hear me say this: the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry and Stephen Jones, are rich losers. That's
Mm.
all they are. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, they got 3 Super Bowls they won. Do you remember the 3 straight 5-11 seasons? Do you
Yeah.
remember that? Do
Yeah.
you remember the past 25 to 30 years that they ain't really tried to do that? You remember that?
Yeah.
Man, they surpassed Tom Landry in the 20 straight seasons that Tom Landry had, and they've gone overboard with mediocrity. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a winner to me.
Mm.
Oh,
Hold on, real quick. Yo, Solid Rock. I did play semi-pro football, but I do not know Dwayne Robinson from Indiana. I think it might have been a different league. There's different semi-pro leagues in the United States, and I happen to play for one of them in the New England area. So I don't know him. I apologize, but keep going ahead, Sam.
I ain't gonna be too long because you got other people in here that want to spout out. I ain't trying to hold you long, but hey, man, as I told you before, like I said, I appreciate you having me on, and you'll be hearing from us again. Uh, but just keep this in mind, Cowboy fans. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are rich losers. What does that mean? That's their legacy now. He's not in the Hall of Fame because he's a good football guy. He's in the Hall of Fame because he made money.
Mm,
That's
mm.
his legacy. He's not in the Hall of Fame because because he ran Jimmy Johnson off. Who gets in the Hall of Fame running Jimmy Johnson off? Nobody.
Right. Now, wasn't Jimmy not Jimmy, but wasn't Jerry responsible for helping create the salary cap, if I'm not mistaken?
it used to be back in the day, Plan B free agents. And then yes, Jerry somehow he was on the competition committee. So some of these rule changes didn't help Dallas, it helped other teams. So yeah, he was part of. He also helped the Los Angeles Rams get back to Los Angeles.
Oh yeah,
Remember they was over in St. Louis
St.
and
Louis.
that wasn't
Yeah,
working out. So he worked it out to get them back over there. By the way, they end up winning the Super Bowl, didn't he?
there they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So your boy doesn't need our money. He's already got more money than he needs. So what's a few Cowboy fans gonna do to his bottom line? Nothing. I
Right.
want y'all to understand that. And now
Dang.
we stuck with this nonsense. You saw all these moves that they made. None of them are significant.
Mm.
None.
Man, I'm hoping Kendricks is a significant move that could potentially stick with the team over this 1 year. I truly hope so. And I was at the point, it was a couple videos ago that I was at the point I'm like, dang, maybe we should boycott him. But you're absolutely right. If they ain't getting, if a few people boycott them in the Cowboys, then they're renting their space out to monster trucks, or Mike Tyson is about to fight in AT&T Stadium.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like, dang, we just a drop in the bucket to these dudes. What can we do? Man, let me get to this super chat real quick. B Bird, I truly appreciate you with the $2 super chat. No one in the front office job is at stake ever.
Ever.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, he
Ever.
showed right. He right on that. Hey
And
man, like I told you, all the sports venues that come through there, even high school, they have high school championship games played at this stadium. This man played the Dallas Cowboy fan. I've never been to that stadium because I refuse to give that man my money. The
mm,
problem is I'm giving him my money when I give him my attention by looking at the football game on the TV. The Cowboys haven't had a blackout in since the 80s,
mm,
89,
mm.
somewhere 89, 90. I think, no, 91, somewhere around 90, somewhere around there. So
See,
we stuck with them, Doc.
yeah, we stuck with him because as much as I'm like, damn it, Jerry, and I'm gonna tune in to my boys,
No,
I'm gonna
that's the
watch
problem.
my
We're
Cowboys.
going to watch because we've loved the Cowboys before Jerry brought his funky tail onto the scene. We've always loved the Cowboys. They were America's team before Jerry brought his tail there.
Before Jerry.
Yeah. So and about let me I'm gonna ask this question, then I'm gonna go and let you go so you can get some more people on. Uh about this linebacker that they signed. If he was so good, then why can't he stay with the team that he was with? The Minnesota Vikings.
Well, he was with the Los
No,
Angeles Chargers after the Minnesota Vikings, and
no,
then he.
no, that's my whole point. If he was that good, why couldn't he stay with Minnesota? You
Hmm.
don't
I'm at
let
the.
good you don't let good players go on under any circumstances if they worth their weight in gold.
I mean, but
Especially at a prime position like linebacker. If he's that good, which I hope he is, don't get me wrong. If he's that good, somebody would the same team, whether it been Minnesota or the Chargers, would have kept him longer.
see, my thing is, I don't know the situation in Minnesota. I don't know if he was a cap casualty, if he was asking too much money.
Yeah,
But if you're worth your weight in gold, we would say that Tyron Smith is worth his weight in gold. But we allowed him to move on.
man, I have a lot more to say about that and that, but I'm not gonna do that because I told you I'm not gonna hold you long. You got to show, you got to do. We can talk later, brother. Hey, man, to all you Cowboy fans, I love y'all, man, and make sure y'all tune in to this good brother show, man. I love his content. All right, good work, my brother. Peace out.
Yo, peace, man. I truly appreciate you. Yeah, that was Sim the Golden. Sim the Golden. Golden Butter Sports. They spread that butter on. Yo, we're going to be working together in the near future, guys. Just want to let you know that. Yo, both of them got voices. People be talking about my voice. Both of them brothers got voices. Went to their YouTube channel earlier today, and I was just listening, Uh-oh. There we go. I went to their YouTube channel today, and I was just listening. Both these brothers got voices. So, yeah, we definitely going to have to work in the near future. And B-Bird, like I said, I truly appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much for that super chat. Means a lot to me. And guys, I hope if somebody has joined this live that is not subscribed, that you subscribe to the channel, because I am trying to get off that 666 number really bad. I don't know. I think it's an omen. And I'm gonna put y'all on something real quick. Let me go get this. I gotta share a story with y'all. It's not cowboy related, but I think it's funny as hell. Hold on. All right, y'all. I'm sitting in my studio, and y'all know that I do horror movie stuff as well with Splatter Talk Cinema. And I'm sitting over here, doing my due diligence when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys and the Angry Cowboys fan channel, getting everything situated, trying to come up with a video. And all of a sudden, y'all, this thing, it moved. Like, yo, this is a battery operated, obviously, y'all know this is a battery operated Chucky doll. And I'm sitting over here doing the thing. And all of a sudden, this thing's head moves and whoop, looks dead at me. Boy, don't y'all know I almost hit a brick, boy. I was like, the thing is turned off. I checked that, I turned it around. I was like, man, is this thing off? It was off. Yeah, there's batteries in it, but the thing was off. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Pardon my French, y'all, but it was a scary situation. And my mouse ain't working. But yeah, man, I truly appreciate y'all. And I just wanted to share that story because that was crazy. But oh yeah, I'm gonna touch on something real quick because I had somebody send they left a comment on one of the videos, and they was like, so you ain't gonna report what's going on with Dak Prescott and this SA situation, blah, blah. I'm gonna tell you, this is the Angry Cowboys fan YouTube channel, not the Angry Dak Prescott YouTube channel. No, I'm not going to report on it. Why am I not going to report on it? Because I have my own personal opinions about that whole situation, and I just don't want to dive into it. Let justice be served. That's all I got to say. Let justice be served. If he's guilty, let justice be served. If it's an extortion plot, let justice be served. It's whatever. I'm not getting into it. I am broke, and I can't get sued. So, Angry Cowboys fan ain't touching on it. If you want to know about that whole allegation, that whole situation, I'm pretty sure there's even more content creators that are diving into it, but I'm not. Just saying. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way real quick. Oh, Keith Davis in the house. What's going on, Keith? Choctaw in the building. Yo, Choctaw, he got on my community post. In the community post, I put up a picture of me praying before one of my games in 2017. He was like, you gonna make me come out of retirement. Yeah, we want to see those pics. So make sure you following the Angry Cowboys fan on different social medias, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, X, or Facebook. So you can go ahead and show me your football pictures. I want to see them. I was gonna put up a picture of AT&T Stadium as we were flying over it and landing, in the DFW a couple years ago, because like I said before, my wife has family down that area in Plano and in Trinidad. So we had to go down there and visit family. I'm going to be down there again soon. Hopefully I can see the stadium. But Choctaw, what's going on, man? Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's going on. You talking about I need to put somebody in timeout? Let me know. All right, Justin Fields now on the Steelers for a 6th-round pick. 6th-rounder, not a 4th, a 6th-rounder. So right now you got Russell Wilson, QB1, Justin Fields, QB2. The Steelers going to be a problem in a couple years, and it ain't even going to be because of Russell Wilson. For real. Hey, you got a nasty catch that your son did? Like I said, follow your boy on Facebook and let's get it up there. I want to see these pictures. I want to see your football pictures for real. Even if you're at a Dallas Cowboy game and you're not playing, I want to see those. You know, I like seeing those type pictures. So make sure that you're following your boy. And yeah, Metrius Adams. We paid too much for Trey Lance. Yes, we did. That 4th-round pick, that 4th-rounder was important, especially during this one. Especially during this season. John said that Chucky killed my mouse. Yeah, man. But I tell you, I was in a groove, you know, getting my information and working on my next video. Then all of a sudden I hear cheep, and I look over and Chucky's hand is moving like this and his head moves and looks dead at me. Boy, you talking about goosebumps about that big on my arm. Oh my goodness. And I'm sitting over here looking crazy as hell. I'm like, Chucky, you moving? I got it. I recorded the shit. It's on my TikTok. It's on the Angry Cowboys fan TikTok. No, actually it's on the Splatter Talk TikTok. My bad. And I'm sitting here talking to this dog like I'm crazy. I messaged my wife talking about, babe, Chucky moving. Boy, you know she want to have me committed. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. But y'all, man, I got the super horror collection. One day, if y'all permit me to, and I know it's not Cowboys content, but if y'all permit me to, I'll show y'all my horror stuff. You know, pictures with Kane Hodder, pictures with Robert England, you know. Yeah, we gets down. Oh, man. Chucky watching me. Who's running the ball? What is that? You two ready now? Who's running the ball? Deuce. Oh man, we better. The Cowboys. I love you, Deuce Vaughn. I love the story. It's such an inspirational story, but we better not go into the 2024 football season with Deuce Vaughn as the running back 1 on this damn team. Like, you can be number 3. That's cool. Be number 3. But we need number 1 and number 2. You know what I'm saying? We need number 1 and number 2. The homie Sports Junkies in the building. Oh, where, homie? Okay, man. I see this right here. It says we might need to pump the brakes. Check my super chat. Where the super chat at, fam? I don't see it. Oh, this bugged the F out. I swear, Restream, they be doing me dirty. I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. We do not need the Dallas Cowboys either. I'm a free agent. F. Jerry and Steven Catboy Jones. Okay. I'm scrolling, my dude. Where that ish at? Let me check the YouTube side of it, bro. Let's see. Let's check the YouTube side of it. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Now I see it, bro. Bam. There we go. Now I see it. Dak is the quarterback. Pay that man. That's what the homie Sports Junkie said. Yo, Sports Junkie, I truly appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you rocking with the channel. I truly do. I appreciate you rocking with your boy. Yo, I have texted this man at like 7 in the morning, not realizing. And he texts right back. You know, hey, yo, I truly appreciate you, fam. Truly. But you're right. We might need to pump the brakes. We might need to pump the brakes because Dak Prescott he should be our quarterback, no questions asked moving forward. I don't understand what these Dak Prescott haters have. You know, I don't understand what they have against this man. You know, boom, here go. Uh-oh, I'm frozen. All right. Terry says Dak is all class, all pro. Only reason he ain't getting paid is he has out negotiated the front office and bet on himself every time. And see, Terry, the thing is, when Dak Prescott bets on himself, he's usually correct. He usually balls out. The season that he has to bet on himself, he usually balls out. So I'm hoping that this season, oh yeah, we're gonna make you play out your contract. They should pay the man, but if they make him play out the contract, I hope, and I pray that we make it to the NFC Championship game, and then on to a Super Bowl. Because if we do that, y'all thinking that 60 million, giving Dak 60 million is too much? Shoot, y'all gonna have to give that man 70 million if we make it to a Super Bowl. Keep it a buck, you know, keep it a buck. AVE 1500D says Cooper Rush would fold. Period. Like I don't understand people. I don't understand people y'all talking about. You could just put Cooper Rush in. I am tired of people coming up with that whole sample size of him going. What was it? It was 4-1. People want to give him 5-1. It was 4-1. Because the only thing he had to come in when Dak got hurt, he had to come in and finish that game. But he started 5 games. It was 4-1 because Philly mopped him. And don't get it twisted, he did beat Cincinnati. I'm just saying. But at the same time, that to me is too much of a gamble. You know what I'm saying? It's too much of a gamble to be like, well, we don't know what Cooper Rush could do, but we're going to get rid of Dak and put Cooper Rush in and just hope for the best. Nah, man, no. Until you can get somebody that can do better than Dak, Dak should be the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, people talk about, oh, CeeDee Lamb's a dog. CeeDee Lamb's a beast. Who you think threw the ball to the man? Do you really think that CeeDee would have the records that he had this year with Cooper Rush throwing him the ball? No. Do you guys think that with the issues that this team had this past year, do y'all really think that Cooper Rush could have put the team on his shoulders and led us farther than where Dak Prescott led this team? If you do, you know,
You're obviously delusional.
thanks, Michael Parsons. You're obviously delusional. Oh boy. Cooper Rush should not be the quarterback to this team. I'm sorry. Are we wishing bad juju, bro? Or ma'am, or I don't, whatever you are. Are we wishing bad juju when Dak gets suspended like Zeke? Trey gonna take over. Okay, and then if Trey goes in there and balls out, then that's what's up. Then we got our answer. But as of right now, we don't know what Trey Lance can do. All we know is that the offensive guru, the offensive mind of Kyle Shanahan from the San Francisco 49ers got rid of the man for peanuts. But he's supposed to come into Dallas and be the savior to Dallas. I tell y'all, right now, like the last 2 quarterbacks that the Cowboys had, and my man Sim, I believe he touched on it. fourth round Dak Prescott, undrafted free agent Tony Romo, and y'all, I ain't even gonna say y'all, we expected first round, we expect first round play out of a fourth rounder and an undrafted quarterback. Like, Dallas is too good to get the first overall pick in the draft. They're just that good. I don't believe without purposely tanking that we could go out there and get beat enough to get a respectable pick in the draft. But as far as Dak getting suspended and all this crap, I'm not going to wish negativity on the quarterback of the team that I root for. I'm not going to wish that type of negativity. I mean, come on, man. Wow. Excuse me. All right, let's see. Terry Barnes says Eagles are all in, and Cowboys setting up Dak and McCarthy to fail so they can hit reset button in 2025. I pray that's not the case. Terry. But see, that's my thing. That's what it looks like. To the eyes, optically, this is what it looks like. That they are giving them less, they're not giving them more to work with, that they're just either staying stagnant or they're giving them a little bit less to work with. And boom, if you don't do it, then you're gone. I hate that thing where everybody says, well, Jerry Jones said it. He said we're going to go as far as Dak takes us. Like, nah. Dak is not the whole damn team, because Dak can go out there and hit a CD Lamb in the hands. It's up to CD Lamb. Not Michael Parsons. It's up to CD Lamb and Michael Gallup. I mean, I know Michael Gallup's gone, but it's up to the receivers to catch the ball. It's up to the line to block, up to the running backs to run, and the defense to play lights out defense. We didn't have all that. And I don't give a damn what Joy Taylor and Shady McCoy and TJ Houshmandzada said, that we had a top 5 team. What was y'all looking at? Because the whole time last season, y'all was dogging our team, saying that we didn't have dogs and that we were missing this, that, and the third. But now you want to come on here just to prove your narrative. You want to say that we had this bang up team? Get out of here. I don't want to cuss. I don't want to get in my emotions that bad. That's a good question, Choctaw. That's a good question. How can that get suspended when he's the one suing? And like I said, I don't want to talk about that whole situation. I don't want to talk about that. That's super personal. And I know I had a talk with a person in the comments. I was like, yo, that's super personal. And he was like, well, telling somebody congratulations is super personal too. Like, I'm sorry, but if I'm in the park, and I see a lady that is, has a baby in a stroller, obvious newborn, I can go up to her and say, hey, congratulations. Oh, it's such a pretty baby and such a handsome kid. I can do that. But as far as digging and trying to get information on a supposed case, nah, that ain't me. I don't, screw that, man. That's not me. Go to NBC for that. This is DC for life, not NBC. You can go to the 4-letter and 3-letter networks and they'll hook you up with the information. As far as the Angry Cowboys fan, it's Cowboys content. That's it. Yo, Johnny. Oh, Johnny's waiting on the line. Yo, Johnny, I'm gonna get to you real quick, but then I gotta get to my spiel. All right, what's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
Yeah,
again. I can get heading up. Okay. This whole situation, man. The front office, man, is actually doing what it needs to be done, man. They're releasing the players that they are draining most of the money that are not that productive, man. That's what's happening. That's why they are gonna bring players in one 1 year deal,
Hmm.
so they can pay the core players,
Right.
and then it start rebuilding because that's what happened every 3 years, every 4 years, man. Just look what the Chiefs are doing, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs were when the NFL first was established, the Chiefs, kind of did their thing around that area, and then they had a long period where they didn't do anything. Now they're on top of the league.
Nope. And what did they get, man? They don't matter, a trophy, man. All right, this is what the new approach of the Cowboys, man. Because we had a systemic problem
Mhm.
with Dan Quinn and Mike Nolan, and I can go on. So now with Mike Zimmer and Kendricks, he played under Mike Zimmer, and he was a beast, man.
Mhm. Yeah, I've been watching some film on him. He's definitely a downhill runner, run right to the ball, run right to contact. That's the type of middle linebacker I like.
Yes, and he is, man. And to answer some of the questions of previous callers, some players work in other systems. That's not because they're bad. No, no, no. Maybe the system is not. Maybe the problem is the system, not the player.
Right. Right.
In this case, I don't like the system of Dan Quinn. It's
Mm.
not. I mean, he loves to pressure a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, and that's exhausting. You already have a linebacker. You have Micah Parsons. Why the hell are you all the time pressuring with him?
Right. That defensive end position that they keep having Micah Parsons in. I mean, some people love him there. Some people wish that he would just play the off-ball linebacker position. I'm kind of torn because in obvious pass downs, I want him, hand in the dirt, ready to rush. But in obvious run, first down, second down, play that off-ball linebacker.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. This is what Maximo is gonna change because he operates with fear. He's not the kind of guy that I'm your friend. No, I'm your damn coach,
Right,
and you're
right.
gonna do if you don't like it, man, get out of here. That's how he is, and that's what this defense needs.
And honestly, like with Eric Kendricks, their relationship, him and Mike Zimmer's relationship, he left Minnesota because, and he said whenever he left that, you know, some players don't take well to that coaching with an iron fist. And I was super shocked when the Cowboys signed Kendricks. I'm like, wow, like Mike
Yeah,
Zimmer must have enticed him to come to Dallas, other than the team that was previously in the Super Bowl. Like he must have said something nice.
that's my point, man. This is a systemic problem. Yeah, this is a business. Yeah, the Joneses. Yeah, all of that fucking nonsense.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
The,
definitely a
the,
business.
the NFL is a business, man. First and foremost,
Yeah,
it's a business, man. But with that thing aside, we need to improve in several. Uh, I told you already, dude, man. We need to improve in several positions, man. Several situations. the penalties, man.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, Mike Zimmer can come in and instill some discipline in this defense. You
Oh yeah,
know, I
because
hope.
he like to train players under the elements. Yeah, because the Cowboys are very soft, man. Playing in the snow,
Oh
they
yeah,
need to
oh
they
yeah.
need to
Like
start playing on the elements again.
my thing is like I said this last year. Like when we lost to Buffalo. No, we were headed to Buffalo. And my brother was talking to me. He was like, "Shoo, you know it's cold up in Buffalo. You live up that way. It's cold." I was like, "Yep." And if I was the Cowboys, if we play in Buffalo on Sunday, I would have the Cowboys up there on Wednesday, and we're practicing in the elements, in the cold, so we can get acclimated to it and it not be a problem. Like, yeah, I feel what you
Yeah.
said.
That's the culture he's bringing. And for the offense, man, well, McCarthy he already won a Super Bowl. He
Hmm.
knows what he's doing. I personally don't like all what he does. He does. He makes a good calls,
Yep.
but sometimes the execution. My problem is with the execution from the players.
I think it can be schemed because there's a lot of times that we complained about Mike McCarthy and his schemes, but also I've also seen when I look at all 22 film and everything, I look at lazy route running as well. On defense, I look at people kind of giving up on plays and kind of walking to a play when they see that somebody might be wrapped up. Like that's things that we can't do. Like we got to play through the whistle and on a post route. If it's a 10 and cut, do 10. Don't do 8. Don't do 12. Do 10 and cut because it's important. The quarterback position, everybody knows it's all about rhythm. It's all about, you know, that muscle memory. Drop back
Yeah,
5 steps, boom, bam. You know,
yeah, but and this gotta be the answer for most of the Dak haters because we have no running game, man.
no, 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 not at all.
And look how far we got, man.
And see, that's my thing. Like a lot of people say, Dak's not it. Dak's not it. Get the man a run game. Get him a
Give it,
comparable wide receiver too.
give him protection, man. Give him protect him, man.
Like for real, you asking this man to put the team on his shoulders, but at the same time, you ain't giving them a comparable team, a good team to put on his shoulders. You give him a run game. If you don't think he can get it done, hand the ball off. Hand the ball off. I mean, shoot, San Francisco did that with Jimmy Garoppolo, and they made it all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So,
and with Brock Purdy, man.
you know, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro.
It is what it is, man. I know, but just look how how many systems that player has been Dak playing.
I mean, he
It's
played in the Jason Garrett, Kellen
Scott
Moore,
Linehan,
Kellen Moore
Scott
system, and Kellen Moore
Linehan,
shoot.
Kellen Moore, um, Mike McCarthy, Brian Schottenheimer. So he has to adapt every fucking season, every
Mhm.
goddamn season, because players, what we're saying, man, players are leaving or are staying, and things are not gonna keep the same, man. He's not getting any younger, man.
Mm. I, I don't know, bro. I don't. I it. it has my hands tied with this whole situation. I have no clue what's going on with the Joneses, why they do what they do. All I know is
They
judging from
lower they're lowering the cap so they can pay him. So they can pay Micah, so they can pay Tremont Diggs, so they can pay CeeDee Lamb, so they can pay the pillars. That's why they do it.
and so if you want to do that, if you want to lower the cap to have more money to uh-oh. Okay, there we go. If you want to lower the cap and have more money, extend Dak. I mean, from what I've heard, I haven't done the numbers, but what I've heard from the 4 and 3 letter networks is that you can save up to nearly $40 million if you just extend him. Then you got all that money to play with.
Yeah, I think he's willing to do that, but because of the field of
You breaking up, fam?
okay,
There we go. I think you're good now.
I'm good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I mean, with all the little things that he's surrounding right now, he cannot make a deal right now.
Who, Dak can't?
No.
My See, a lot of the things people say, 60 mil, blah blah blah. Like, I don't know if Todd France or Dak Prescott has said that they're wanting to break the bank. They want to be the highest paid. I mean, I've heard CeeDee Lamb say he want to be the highest paid. I've heard Micah Parsons say the same thing. I didn't hear that from Dak Prescott this time. So for us to assume that he wants to leapfrog everybody and break the market and set the market, we just don't know that right now. So, and from the interviews that he has done, really sounds like he's willing to work with the Cowboys. And I wouldn't say, like, if he's looking at 60 million, people talking about take 40. Hell no. Like, no.
No, no, no,
No. But like,
no.
what if Dak Prescott came in there and said, I'm willing to take 55. I'm willing to take 55. You take that other 5 and go get somebody. Would people be
Yeah,
willing to want to keep him?
exactly. And that's the thing, man. If you pay him the 60 million, he's gonna reset the market, and he's gonna reset the market and bring back from white because the next QB, the next I don't know, next Patrick Mahomes, next Dak, how much is gonna cost to a team?
If they get a Patrick Mahomes, that's gonna break them. I mean, and like, let's say if Patrick Mahomes was available in free agency, like, would they spend the money? Would they break the bank to get that quarterback? I mean, if I was the guy, I know I would.
Why did you think? Why do you think they made that 10 year deal with Patrick Mahomes? Because they
They,
know inflation is a problem.
mm-hmm.
So in order to keep the core players and Patrick Mahomes, we're gonna pay him right now 10 years.
See, everybody thought I was crazy when I said I would extend Dak and I would extend him to 4 or 5 years. That way we could
Eight
play
years,
around with his.
man.
You
Eight
saying
years.
8?
8 years. 8 years, man.
I mean,
Give
if we
it
were at the
8 years.
beginning of his contract, then I could see, maybe 8, 10. But right now, him going up in his 9th year, he gonna be the quarterback for 17 years. Oh no, I don't think so. You know, he might be on the downward spiral in the middle of that contract, and I know that they can make voidable years and everything. You know, oh boy, hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Um, All right, I'm coming. All right, I saw what y'all were talking about, chat. I seen that, and I'm gonna come up with some mods pretty soon. I'm gonna be picking people to be some mods for this. Like, yo, let me just say this real quick. This is classy cowboy content, classy cowboys conversation with a classy cowboys community. Don't come up in here spitting that dumb shit about anybody on the team for the Dallas Cowboys because I do have the chat replay on. I will go through because right now I'm paying attention to my man Johnny right here. So I'm not seeing what's going on in the chat. So if I see the dumb shit in my chat, you will be blocked. No questions asked. For real, please be classy up in here, damn it. This is a safe space for Cowboys fans. If you are not a Cowboys fan and the only thing that you're going to do is come in here and talk dumb shit, then please see your way out the door. Please. I don't like blocking people, but damn it, I will. All right, sorry, Johnny.
How's it gonna?
Damn, boy. People crazy. People crazy talking about was it that see, I don't even want to say the word right now. Boy, these people got me hyped. But go ahead.
Okay, you can apply, man. You can apply for coach, man.
All right. Shoot. Yeah, y'all just had me on that. Shoot. I'll be somebody on the practice squad. I'll be a practice squad dummy. I don't care. Shoot. But man, I gotta get back to my spiel. So you got anything you want to say real quick?
Yeah, that was mostly okay, man. One last comment, man. But this is it, man. We need to keep our core players. We need to get, players for 1 year, see what happens,
Yeah.
because the system is gonna change. It's gonna change. Mike McCarthy is not gonna have the same authority if he even had it.
Right. Right.
So
You're absolutely right, man. The times change. You got to change with them, or
yeah,
you out
and
of the league.
he's gonna get a lot of pressure from Mike Zimmer, man, because we know that Mike Zimmer has been he's a proven head coach, man.
Yeah. Yep.
He
He's
went
been the
to
head coach.
a championship with Case Keenum. Yeah,
Case Keenum.
imagine
Man.
imagine
Uh,
what he can do with Dak.
right. And I believe that Mike Zimmer might have. I think Jerry Jones might have talked to Mike Zimmer. It's like, yeah, we're gonna put you on a 1 year deal, but rest assured, if Mike McCarthy can't get it done, Mike Zimmer might be the next person in line for that head coaching position. I
That's
truly
right.
feel that's what happened. But Johnny, I truly appreciate you calling in again, bro. Dude, I gotta get to my spiel, but continue to rock with
Yeah.
your boy. We're gonna go live again, and I'm gonna open the lines up, and you are more than welcome to come on.
Thank you very much, and I love the new style, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that was Johnny, DC for life. He appreciates the new style, appreciates the look that we got going, man. I spent all day on this mug, boy. I'm like, I gotta come up with something fresh for the Cowboys Nation that they ain't seen me do yet, and y'all ain't seen the overlays. So I did pretty good, if I do say so myself. Hey, Tyrone said right now, in this decade, the 49ers run that. Did the 49ers win the Super Bowl last year? I'm lost. Cause this decade, the Kansas City Chiefs run it, not the 49ers. I mean, y'all may have ran the NFC for a couple years, I will give that game against Philly where y'all got injured and stuff in the NFC Championship the other year. Like, damn, that was a tough break for your team. You might have beat the Philadelphia Eagles hadn't these players got injured. But to say that the 49ers run it, bro, no, you don't. You don't. Terry Barnes says that Trey Lance is too raw and unknown. You don't replace a quarterback of Dak's caliber until you have an actual replacement. Bingo, man. Hold on. I gotta give you. See, I'm saying the exact same thing. I am not going to even entertain talks of replacing Dak Prescott until we have his successor in the building. And his successor is not Cooper Rush, and it's not Trey Lance. Not at all. We don't even have his replacement in the building yet, according to my eye test. So all that whole Dak stuff, they just need to go ahead and chill that out. 667 now. Oh man, somebody unsubscribed to the channel. They must not have liked what I had to say when it came to the respect. But it's whatever. Oh, we down to. Oh no. Oh, we up. We passed it. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I hate the number 666. Whoever subscribed out of the 6,000 and so on, thank you. Truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right. Oh, I want to put that up there because absolutely correct. Cola VR says Pittsburgh just got 2 top 15 quarterbacks in the league under $5 million. I don't know about top 15 right now, but as far as respect and as far as that goes, yeah, Russell Wilson, he's there. He's a Super Bowl champion. So to have him in the building for under $5 million, and he was starting to look up for the Broncos. Yeah, whenever he got there, Bronco country, let's ride, stuff like that. He wasn't looking too good. But before he departed, he was doing all right. Didn't they beat the Kansas City Chiefs? But yeah, Kelvin, we on a mission. The Angry Cowboys family is on a mission, and that mission is to get to 10K. I want to be like my man Sports Junkie. Sports Junkie be doing the damn thing. If you're not subscribed to Sports Junkie's channel, by all means go and subscribe to him, because that is the homie, that's the dog. And yeah, man, he be having them subscribers be subscribing. So and also I haven't checked, but hit that like button, y'all, please. It helps the channel out a lot. It helps the channel get to even more Dallas Cowboy fans. Yo, Choctaw, I need you to follow me on Facebook so you can get into the DMs, because I need to holler at you about what's going on in this chat. Like I said, I pay attention to the chat when I focus my attention on you, but when I'm talking to somebody, when I got them on the line, I want to give them my utmost attention and respect and everything. So I kind of veer away from the chat. So I didn't see what was going on in that interaction, but I did see toward the end, and I got my dude up out of here. You ain't going to be doing that. But yeah, I did. I was able to get him. But let's go real quick. Let's go down. He said nobody's sleeping on Lego legs. Who's Lego? You keep hearing Trey Benson from the draft. I'm at to check Trey Benson out, see what's up. Boom. Second string quarterback Jake Browning from the Cincinnati Bengals would be a good option for Dallas right now. Quarterback wise, I don't think we should even be we should even be entertaining the conversation of another quarterback. I respect everything that you're saying, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like another quarterback coming into the building, we already got two, and two of those guys are going to be jockeying for position. And I believe that if Trey Lance beats out Cooper Rush, they're just going to get rid of Cooper Rush. So as far as having another one that we got to figure out, I don't know. What? What in the hell? I'm reading some of the comments right now. You can find a monkey to losing their what? Please tell me I'm not. Please tell me I'm just reading into that comment, and I'm over. Oh boy, I'm going through these comments. I'm gonna go through these comments whenever we get off this, cause on some realness, man, I've seen some unclassy things just darting off to it. We got to be classy up in here. Okay, the real Darrell or real Daryl, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, says, does anybody think Justin Fields is going to lead Pittsburgh to the chip? It says a lot when a team gives up on you after 2 seasons. It says a lot when a team gives up on you after 2 seasons. How many seasons was Trey Lance with the San Francisco 49ers? I know he is this huge question mark when it comes to Cowboys Nation, and that question mark, I believe, is going to be fulfilled. It's going to be answered in the preseason. Y'all know Trey Lance, those 3 games that we have in the preseason, Trey Lance is going to be featured a lot in those games. We're going to see what he has, and that's going to be against, second string and third string defenses. If he struggles against those defenses in the preseason, you got your answer. You got your answer when it comes to Trey Lance. Okay, bad intentions. The team who hasn't done nothing at 30 years is so good. Your standards are too, I don't use that word, low. Huh. Word? Yeah, Russell Wilson is going to be the starter, Omega. Oh, yeah, Russell Wilson would definitely be the starter over there. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Choctaw. You absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'd like to talk to you guys off, off live, so that we could get the whole mods and stuff going, because I'm not trying to have people up in here disrespecting my regulars, my ACF family. So you absolutely right. Let me check, see if my man's done. Nah. All right. So yeah, we definitely gonna have to get some mods up in here. All right. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna put this up here. Bad intentions. I'm gonna put this up here. I'm not talking about that here. I'm not talking about that whole situation here. This is Cowboys football talk. Angry Cowboys fan football talk. I'm not gonna be dealing with that situation. If you want that situation, the 4 and 3 letter networks can give you everything that you want. There's other Cowboys content creators out there that have gone through this and given information on it. You can definitely go to that channel and check them out, because I'm not talking about that shit here. For real. All right. YouTube gives the reasonable a voice. What? YouTube gives the unreasonable to the reasonable a voice. Okay. All right. Zeke Elliott done nothing when. Oh my God, are we getting into this for real? Prince Jackson in the building. What's going on, Prince? How you doing? It says, I agree that it looks like we're slowly reloading. You mean rebuilding? But reloading through the draft. Nothing's changed. Our boys don't do free agency. You're absolutely right. They don't do free agency. Hopefully we can improve our running game and stopping the run. But guys, McCarthy. I know we had a problem with Jason Garrett when he just sat over on the sidelines and clapped. I believe Mike McCarthy is a sensitive type of coach. He really takes your mental well-being at heart. But I think he's more of that old Papa style coach. And these guys, these Cowboys, they need a little bit of sternness. So hopefully the good cop, bad cop situation with Mike McCarthy and Mike Zimmer will work. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Come on now. Damn, man. Oh, let me see if that done took care of the situation. This is just crazy. Bad intentions. Why you coming in here with bad intentions, fam? Damn. This is classy Cowboy content. I ain't trying to read shit about hand jobs. Come on, brother. Damn. That's what's up, Choctaw. That's what's up. Let me check you out real quick. Y'all just hold on. Bear with me. Bear with your boy. I'm coming. I just got to check my Facebook real quick. All right. He didn't message. But yeah, we're gonna definitely, I'm gonna go through this chat and everything. Yo, what's going on? What's going on with your Carter? What's going on with your ET Carter in the building? But I'm gonna go through these chats and everything, and those who are out of line is out of here. You know what I'm saying? Those who are out of line is out of here. Like, I want this channel to be a safe place, a safe haven for Cowboys fans to come here and to be able to voice their opinion. Even if you don't agree with the opinion, you can respectfully disagree with the opinion. Just because a person has an opinion doesn't mean that you have to roll with it. Just because I have an opinion doesn't mean that you have to roll with it. But what I do ask you to roll with is respect. Respect your fellow family member when it comes to Cowboys Nation, because that's what we're supposed to be. Family. You know what I'm saying? I don't say ACF family because it sounds good. You know, I don't say bro because it sounds good. I know that's oversaturated with a lot of people, but for me, when I say bro, that you're close. You know what I'm saying? You're close. I call a man Sports Junkie family because I know I can text that man. It'd be 9 in the morning over here, and it's 7 in the morning where he at, but he answers. So that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I got a lot. I can't name off you because I know I'm gonna leave somebody out, and I don't want to leave anybody out. But I got a lot of people that have rocked for me and rocked with me for the beginning, and that need and deserve everybody in here in this chat deserves respect. So if you ain't gonna give it, don't press the thumbnail. Straight up. SSL TV, what's going on with you? ACF respect 100. Yes, respect 100. If you can't show respect to people, and I'm not talking to you, SSL, but if people can't respect other people in this space, then by all means, do not be here. Damn, and I hate to even have that type of conversation because we all grown men and women up in here. You know, shout out to my women if we got some women in here, but we all grown men and women. Don't be coming in here with that dumb shit, please, and thank you. Ah, man. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's going on, Mr. Cowboy Carter in the building? What's going on with you? We have Be Real Minds. Yo, I was there. I was like, maybe we do need to boycott the Joneses. Maybe we do need to not give them money. But Sim said it the best, man. Sim said it the best. The Joneses rent out that playpen they call AT&T Stadium. It ain't just the Dallas Cowboys bringing them in money. I mean, guys, whoever live in Texas, I'm going to let you know. As a kid, I wanted to grow up in Texas because y'all treat football. I don't give a damn if it's Pee-wee. Y'all treat it like the Super Bowl down there. But y'all have high schoolers playing at AT&T Stadium. Rent that stadium out. You got monster trucks that rent that stadium out. Like I said earlier, Mike Tyson and them about to fight in AT&T Stadium. So you start looking at that stuff, then it's like, damn. If we boycott, that's a drop in the bucket for Jerry Jones, you know. But at the same time, I'm not gonna go out of my way and just deck myself out because that's what I did before. You know, I decked myself out. I got 2 Leighton Vander Esch jerseys, the blue one and this one. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna get a second Micah Parsons, but now I'm not so sure. You know, not so sure. Jake Browning making $1 million. If he isn't better than Dak or Trey, then it's still worth a shot bringing him in to compete because he costs nothing. Is he up? You know what I'm saying? Is he up for, you know, negotiations or whatever? Because if he's up for negotiations, $1 million, that beats out Cooper Rush right there. Because I believe Cooper Rush is about like $2 million, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Choctaw, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you following your boy. That way we can talk in the DMs because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be one of the moderators, bro. All right, DP Johnson. And Dak just made All-Pro. Why would you expect anyone making $1 million to be able to compete with him? Now we just talking to say something. Nah, man, but you got to have somebody comparable to actually back Dak up, just in case something happens and he goes down. Knock on wood, don't want that to happen, but we do need somebody that's good that can back him up. And don't get me wrong, Cooper Rush is good. Don't know about Trey Lance. I thought Trey Lance was just a negotiation tool against Dak Prescott. See, we got this young guy over here. We can easily go with this young guy if you don't give us a discount. That's what I thought Trey was, but right now they're kind of dumping. I think they dumped like $5 million into Trey, but I think next year he's gonna be about around the 24-25 million mark. Do you pay a person that you have a huge question mark around their talent? Do you pay that person that money? I don't know. Oh shoot, Prince Jackson in the building. My bad, Prince. I got you. You about to come up right now, all right, fam? What's going on with your Prince?
Hey.
Hey, my bad. I didn't even see you down there. I had to scroll down. My bad for keeping you waiting, dog.
Yeah, man. Wow. Yeah, I understand the frustration with Dak. I mean, you know, what can you, but who's better? You know, who's better sitting on somebody's bench? You know, who's better in the draft? You know, who's better? Another playoff quarterback? You're not going to get him. Dak is our quarterback. That's it. You know, and we should rejoice. We should be happy about that because
Yeah.
I don't want Jake Browning. He hasn't done anything. What's his name? Who just signed with Atlanta?
Kirk
Um,
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. Jake Browning. Matthew Stafford. I don't want those guys. Even though Stafford won a Super Bowl, I don't want him. You know, but what what I want is Andy Reid. What I
Yeah.
want what I want is Mike Shanahan. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because because getting back to what I said in the chat, I'm really I'm really sour on McCarthy right now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
his in game, like attitude, his body language, like he doesn't he stands there, like you just said, with Garrett with the clapping, he's just standing there looking at his board, his cardboard or whatever, his play sheet, you know.
Yep.
He doesn't make those adjustments, and he gets down on himself. You see other coaches, like going over to the bench, and like tap, smacking the guys on the shoulders, getting in their face. I never see him doing that. I never see him talking to any of the players during the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Like
know, I don't
I keep
know.
I keep hearing this soundbite of Jerry Jones telling somebody from 105.3 to the Fan to get your damn act together. That's what we need from a coach. If a coach see that somebody on the sidelines and they got their head down, they away from the team and they moping and stuff, they need to go up to them, get your damn act together. Get your head into the game.
That's right. Rush the quarterback. What's his name? Cower used to say. You know, uh, even that little guy. I forget his name. I forget names. I'll just tell you right now.
Oh yeah.
in my in my slightly older age, I forget some names, but yeah. They called him Chucky. What the little quarterback, a little coach. Anyhow, like getting the player's face, man. Like come on, you can do this. I mean, not yelling at him, not yelling at them, not berating them in any way, but giving them signs of encouragement. Even his own quarterback, I don't see it. You know, I don't.
Right.
I don't see it, man. So we're gonna run it back. We're gonna build through the draft. We're gonna reload or rebuild. What we're gonna do it the cowboy way.
Right.
But
Like the
what
Cowboy way for 20 years. What does that got you, Jerry?
it hasn't gotten us very much,
Very
But come
much.
on, well, again, you look at some other teams, you know, you look at the Minnesota Vikings, went to 4 Super Bowls, didn't win one of them, you know. You look at the Buffalo Bills, they went to 4 Super Bowls and didn't win one of them, you know. You look at those teams, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that the fans in Minnesota and Buffalo are just as frustrated, you know, because
Exactly.
hard. It's hard as hell, man, to win a Super Bowl. It's hard as hell, to get to a Super Bowl. You know,
Exactly.
just ask the Detroit Lions. Just ask the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just ask the Houston Texans. I mean, just ask the Cleveland Browns. They would just give up their right pinky, to get to the Super Bowl.
I gotta give it to you. I gotta give it to you. When you preaching, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the hand clap.
So don't be that much despaired. Yeah, we're spoiled. In the sense that we have experience. We have experienced 5 Super Bowl wins. I've experienced 8 Super Bowl appearances. I mean, hey, but
Yeah,
but
yeah, man.
it's been almost 30 years. Yes, and we want to get back there. But it's not the personnel, it's not the players. I don't think it's the coaches, and it's the owner who's too stubborn, right? To realize, right, that something has to change. It can't, you can't just what's the definition of stupidity or whatever?
Insanity.
Insanity, right? You can't just keep doing this and expect different results.
Right. Right.
Something has to, and so but we're not gonna have a new owner. We're not gonna have a new quarterback. We're not gonna,
Right.
we're not gonna have a new cap manager or whatever Stephen Jones does. But maybe we can, hey, he still does a good job. I'm not going to give up or be sour towards anything the Cowboys do as far as player personnel. No. What really should change is the coach. Is the coaching, is the attitude of the coaches, is how they coach.
Yeah.
It's time for some discipline. You brought Jerry, you brought excuse me, you brought Jimmy Johnson in, right? For what reason I don't know, but you want a coach like him. Jimmy Johnson was all over those players. All over them.
Yeah. Yeah. And
all during training camp, doing OTAs, doing training camp, he was all over them. And he changed the culture in the sense of, our teams are going to be in shape. Our teams are going to be ready to grind it out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. And I don't know if you see that comment on the screen, but Big Daddy says it's always excuses. Brock Purdy was down 24-7 to the Detroit Lions and brought the 49ers back to win the NFC Championship despite defense failing in the first half. And no, Dak cannot do that. All right. I just want to say something on that, and I want you to give your opinion on it as well. But everybody in the league has established that Brock Purdy has a great team surrounding him. A great team. It has been questioned that is Brock Purdy a system quarterback, because you could plug anybody into that offense and get the same results. Like,
great system.
Like, I've said this on, I've heard as well as said this on Sports Junkies channel, and I heard him say it, like, switch Dak Prescott with Brock Purdy. You would have had the exact same results. You probably would have had a Super Bowl. But I just don't understand how he's saying Dak can't do that. It wasn't Purdy that did that. It was the defense stopping the Detroit Lions from scoring.
Right.
It was the offense. I mean, don't get it twisted. Purdy did have a couple of times where he scrambled for a first down, or he made the pass that he needed to make. And that's what I consider those elite moments, because it takes a quarterback elite moments to help get his team to a Super Bowl. That was one of those elite moments. But what do you think about Dak Prescott not being able to do what Brock Purdy can do?
No. You know, like you just said, you know, if Dak Prescott was the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers with their personnel and Mike Shanahan or as the coach, you know, that they would have went just as far. They would have went to the Super Bowl. I have no doubt whatsoever that would be the case. You know, if Dak Prescott was the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, you know, with Andy Reid, you know, then they would have won. They would have won those games that they won.
Yeah.
They would have went to the Super Bowl. I have no doubt, right, that Dak Prescott could play with any of those guys, you know, but McCarthy can't coach with Shanahan. McCarthy can't coach with Andy Reid, you know. Dan Quinn can't coach with what's his name in Buffalo, you know. He can't they can't make the adjustments, you know.
And
Soon
see,
as they get behind, you know, as soon as they fail on third and long, right, or third, or as soon as they fail on third down, right, then they start hanging their head. You know, I'm telling you, I'm on the verge. I'm on the talking to you right now. I'm totally on the verge of just like cursing and screaming, you know, because it makes me so angry that these guys that just get out coached, man. You
yeah,
know, come on. I don't, you know, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do, but it happened almost every time, you know, that they face, you know, these guys, you know. Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy got out coached, you know, by Andy Reid, Shanahan, you know,
yeah,
this guy in Philadelphia, you know, the
like,
guy up in Buffalo, the guy down in Miami, you know.
and
Every time, and even the guy, even LaFleur, right? And and his defensive coordinator in Green Bay, you know, every freaking time, man.
yeah,
Except for the two times, you know, whatever, when he beat Pete Carroll, right? And his defensive coordinator, you know, the one time when he beat um Todd Bowl or whatever, down in in Tampa Bay.
like you can kind of see a pattern. I mean, like Mike McCarthy and his schemes, they can get the best of the coaches that were coaches while he was coaching in Green Bay. But when you get these young, offensive, talented minded coaches that come in and kick you in the teeth, he can't adjust to them. And I just feel that that's the changing of the guard of the NFL, that these younger coaches are getting more, you know, getting more creative in their schemes that Mike McCarthy can't catch up to or replicate. So we keep getting beat. But I just want to point out one thing, like with the whole Dak Prescott situation. And people talk about Dak Prescott can't do it. I wonder what they said about Matthew Stafford in Detroit while he was a Detroit Lion. You know, only making it to the playoffs a couple times, if that. And then he goes to a comparable coach and a comparable front office that is willing to make the moves necessary to go all in. And what happened when he left Detroit? He got a Super Bowl. Like, I fear that is going. I fear for the Cowboys, and I'd be happy for Dak. But I fear that's what's going to happen. If the Cowboys let go of Dak, he's going to go to one of those teams that has a real offensive mind either at the offensive coordinator position or at the head coaching position, and they're going to do what it takes to get a ring. And we're going to look back at it like, man, we shouldn't have got rid of Dak Prescott. Like, why do we have to go through that all the time as Cowboys Nation?
If that goes on an open market tomorrow, I could name 10 teams right off the top of my head, right, that would absolutely grab him, jump on him immediately, right off the top of my head, a bunch of teams, come on. I mean, come on, the Jets, the Giants, the whole entire Eastern Conference.
Right.
Okay. The NFC East, right? The NFC South, right? New Orleans, Carolina. Come on. I mean, come on.
Right.
That's not an issue. Stop wasting your time. Cowboys family, please stop wasting your time and your mind, on it's not Dak. It's not him. Come on.
It's not.
Come on. He showed us time and time and time again this past season, right? That he's quality quarterback. Yo, even Aaron Rodgers said, that he's playing the best quarterback right now.
Yeah. And Joe Burrow said the same thing. Like, I don't understand what Cowboys Nation is seeing that would make them suggest, like, yeah, you got to get rid of Dak Prescott. Like, no, get him the pieces that he needs.
Exactly.
Like every quarterback in the NFL needs pieces. Get him his pieces.
That's it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Get back to 2016. I mean, I said on somebody else's show, I said, let's bring back Linehan, because we were running the ball. We were running the ball. I don't know. I refuse to think, negatively. Oh, okay, we lost this guy off the offensive line, whatever. We bring guys in to replace them. Come on, man. Kansas City does it every year. Kansas City does it every year. And so do the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills and all of the top teams. They lose people every year. And they don't do free agency. They don't.
No.
They don't because you spend most of your money on your quarterback, right? And your cornerback, and a couple of offensive linemen, right? And a wide receiver. That's what you spend money on. This is the NFL way. This is the National Football League. All right. So we're just like every other team. We spend our money on those positions, right? And then we draft people. But these other teams, they don't draft anybody. They don't. Right. They're terrible at drafting. Yeah. But we're good at it. Thank God we have Will McClay. He's very good.
Yeah, he is. The Cowboys have been really good in the draft. I mean, you have the occasional player that needs more developing than the others, but for the most part, the Dallas Cowboys have been really good. Will McClay and them have been really good in drafting people. And actually, Thoughts of a King right here says it correctly as well. He says the same thing that we're saying. Add more pieces to this offense and defense and get a great run scheme, and we will make a deep run. Plain and simple. You know, plain and simple.
Plain and simple, man. You know, and so I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about what the Philadelphia Eagles are doing. I'm not worried about what both the Baltimore Ravens are doing. You know, I don't care because there's no formula. You know, there is no formula. You know, and there is absolutely no guarantee. Well, what was it? Philadelphia, like 10 years ago, didn't they have a super team? You know, with Vince Young and all of these people, right? Didn't they
Yeah.
have a super team?
Yeah.
Didn't go anywhere. Guys,
Man.
guys get hurt, right? Boom, 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 and that's it. You have no back. You have no depth.
Yo, Coyote. Hey, seeing what's up? Headed back into work. Yo, have a good time at work, my man. But I wanted to highlight something real quick. Then I want you to say something on it, and then I gotta let you go so I can finish up this show. But
All right,
Cowboys right here says Dak fanboys will always have excuses for Dak. What's your take on that?
I don't. I'm not. I don't. It's not excuses for Dak. It's not. It's the ultimate team sport. You know, my friend, whatever his name was. You know, I'm sorry I didn't catch it.
Cowboys. It just
This
says
is
Cowboys.
team sport. Okay.
Yep.
No quarterback, right, wins games by himself. You know,
Nope.
there's no, you know, I mean, there's Patrick Mahomes, but he still needs blocking, right?
Mhm.
And he still needed a little semblance of a running game in that Super Bowl, right? They never really got away from Pacheco.
Nope.
And so they were able to come down and do that final drive, you know, because the threat was there.
Right.
No, we need to get our running game back, you know.
Mm.
Whoever is the lead back, you know, we need to, you know, get get some linemen that can open some holes for him, you know.
Right.
We need to get about 80 to 100 yards rushing every game, you know.
Right. Right. We need to bring it back down to basics because I know that the NFL is trying to make it a pass heavy league so it's exciting and the 80-yard bomb and so forth. But all of these teams are kind of doing the Dan Quinn thing. You have some that have the stout linebackers, but for the majority, they're these, flying from sideline to sideline defensive backs, and they're trying to make it a passing league. Let's stick to basics. Let's go back to run heavy. Because if you got a great run game and a great defense, you're going places. You are definitely going places.
You gotta run and you got to stop the run, you know.
Yeah, definitely. But my
Right.
guy, I've almost been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to let y'all go because I gotta do some stuff for my other YouTube channel as well. But Prince, man, it was great talking to you, bro. You got anything else you want to say?
Nah, bro, I'm good. Let's go Cowboys. You know, let's see what happens in the draft. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good to talk to you, my man. Have a good night.
Always, you too. All right,
Peace.
peace.
Yeah, it's great talking to him. Great talking to him. I love when y'all call, man. I always come up with some knowledgeable stuff, man. For real, for real. But I'm gonna talk about this whole thing, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. But Dak fanboys will always have excuses for Dak. I consider myself a fan of wanting to win. Not a fan of Dak Prescott. Not a fan of Micah Parsons individually. I am a fan of them because they are on the Dallas Cowboys. If Dak Prescott got drafted to the Cleveland Browns, I would not give a damn. I wouldn't care. So for you to say Dak fanboys, I bet you anybody that's backing Dak right now, if he got drafted to the Seattle Seahawks, they wouldn't be like, oh, Dak Prescott. No, they do that because he is the Cowboys quarterback. And right now, he is the only Dallas Cowboys quarterback who has helped get their team to a 12-5 season 3 consecutive times. 3 consecutive times, 12-5 seasons. We know that Dak Prescott is a great regular season quarterback, but my thing is you get him the pieces that he needs so that whenever the playoffs starts, if he gets off to a slow start, you got the running game that you can fall back on. Hand the ball off so he can get in his rhythm. You're talking about Dak fanboys will always have excuses. No, I have excuses for wanting to win. And I see that Dak Prescott is the only quarterback that we have right now that puts us in a position to even make the playoffs, let alone make a playoff run. Because a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans, they actually forget that you have to make it to the damn playoffs first. So why would we go with anybody that's a question mark other than the person that was second team All-Pro, second in MVP voting? Why would we give that up? It's not Dak fanboys having excuses for Dak. It's being in the best position to win right now, and Dak Prescott puts us in that position to win. That's what we're talking about. So all this Dak fanboy stuff, come on, dude. Come on. And Big Daddy, Patrick Mahomes, is 14-3 in the playoffs. Okay. Yeah, Dak is 2-5, I believe, in the playoffs right now. Patrick Mahomes is 14-3. We don't have Patrick Mahomes. We have Dak Prescott. So what can we do instead of making little things like this? What do you think the Cowboys can do to better the team? Because people can always come in here and have the glass half empty. But at the Angry Cowboys fan YouTube channel and the ACF family, we try to look at the glass being half full. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to come in here and just feed off and spread negativity because we get that in our day-to-day lives. You know what I'm saying? We get that in our day-to-day lives all the time. Allow this to be a safe place that you can come and that you could just spread positive vibes. Classy Cowboys conversation. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I am gonna have to cut this short because I gotta start working on some stuff for my other channel, and that's Splatter Talk Cinema. I have to call my brothers and get with them and talk horror movies. So if you're into horror movies, you can definitely come check us out, Splatter Talk Cinema, where we just act the fool. We cut up on our favorite horror movies. So if that's what you're into, rest assured, go there and check it out. I appreciate every single one of y'all that has stopped by this live, that has stopped by the Angry Cowboys fan YouTube channel and has subscribed, that has dropped a like, drop a comment. I appreciate every single one of you guys, because without you guys, this don't work. Without you guys, we wouldn't be going to 7K subscribers. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't even be going that route. And Kevin, geez, I'm reading two names. Keith, my bad, bro. Keith, you said it right there. We need to stop comparing Dak Prescott to the other quarterbacks. He says, I want to win too. Pay Dak. He's our best chance right now. That's something that you guys are not seeming to understand. It's not being a Dak fanboy. It's not being a Dak apologist. It's nothing like that. It's wanting to win. And we see that right now, Dak Prescott gives us the best chance at quarterback to win. Yes, he gets kind of shook whenever the playoffs happen, but if you look at that Green Bay game, the entire team looked shook coming out of the damn tunnel. So, if we could just back off Dak a little bit, give him a chance with a good team, comparable coaches, and a damn owner that won't be all in the videos, dancing. Oh, man. But just give Dak Prescott a chance. Get off of his nuts. You know, we have a lot of other Cowboys haters that are on Dak Prescott's nuts. He doesn't need Cowboys fans doing the same thing. And yes, Robert Benton, tacos are great. All right, y'all. I'm about to head up out here, but like I said, y'all let me know in the comment section if this is what y'all want to see, if y'all want me to continue the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, because I will do that. I am looking toward getting a call-in line so that people don't have to feel like they gotta, show their face on here or they gotta mute it out screen or whatever. Trying to get the call-in line. So if anybody has any knowledge on that, I'm building this as we're going, and I'm not too keen on that knowledge. So if you got knowledge on how to get a call-in line going, y'all let me know, because definitely we'll get that going. But this is your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. I'm out, y'all. Have a great night.